Are you done now? As far as I'm concerned, you can keep talking.
Billy Allen.
Yes.
The tracks have been beefing up a little bit from SoCal Grands into this season. Obviously, that's an active thought in your mind while you're building these tracks. What's kind of pushing you to do that?
Just progression. Just trying to take everybody to another level. Tracks have been pretty tame in the past, and it's time to step it up.
Yeah. Talking to the guys, the dirt, you know, they got over it. They adapted to get the job done. But what about the situation that we have here helps the crew kind of work different ways to get that done?
The skid steer, we had a grinder. So the dirt was super clumpy, almost impossible to rake. So we basically did most of the work with the tractors and then tilled the dirt really good, and then they raked it out after that. That's the only way you can even rake this stuff.
Yeah. The crew that you have coming around to these indoors is really close knit. You guys have a lot of fun together. How big is that for these type of builds that we do?
It just gives us so much more time to dial each track in. They're getting better and better, and they're young, and they're just doing a great job. And yeah, without them, the tracks wouldn't be what you see these days, you know.
Definitely. And they're all, you know, they're ripping laps behind us, but they all race themselves. How big of a help is that to the crew?
Oh, I think it's essential. I mean, if you don't race, you don't know how transitions need to be. You don't know how smooth, and they're going to ride it, so they want it good, you know. So that gives them extra incentive as well. So.
Jackson Elliott's just shaping turns like he wants to enter a turn.
Yep. He's the turn guy. So riding and raking, he's our turn guy.
Definitely. Awesome. Well, great job, man. This track looks great.
Thank you.
Gregory. Yes.
Man, how'd the build go this week?
It was pretty good. It was a lot smoother than last year, so that definitely helps.
Nice. Little problems with the dirt. Not problems, but a little different quality than we thought we were going to get. How'd you guys kind of adapt to that?
It's always hard coming from a dirt like Virginia where it's just super easy to rake anyways, so adapting wise, we used a few different techniques than what we usually would, and that seemed to help a lot, trying new methods.
Awesome. This crew seems to be they mesh really well. Track builds seem to be more fun. They go a little smoother. Every time we show up on Thursday, it seems like the track's ready and dialed, and you guys are always having a session yourself. How's the vibe been with the crew?
It's been pretty good. You know, the boys are a lot of fun to hang out with, and like you were just saying, the camaraderie is awesome. So it definitely helps a lot.
Awesome, man. Good luck out there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So the main thing that really helped out this year is we used it's called a Harley rake. So basically you just strap on like a spinning blade to the front of the skid steer, and we just spin the whole track with that, fluffs everything up and made everything a lot easier to rake. Kind of different strategies with shaping the turns. We had to take out a lot more out of the tops, replace it with other dirt that was better, and kind of work with what we had, but it turned out pretty good. We're pretty happy with it.
Awesome. Obviously the track does change a lot during the race weekend. It gets packed in certain places and not others. What does the track crew kind of do through the weekend to make sure it's ready to go each day?
Well, definitely, like, we're thinking about that as we're shaping everything and like getting everything in, so like trying to take out all those clumps that we can. But we kind of know what to expect, so anyone working the track, we're making sure it's swept off, we're making sure it's watered the right amount, we're watching all the tires going over, seeing what's working, what's not. So
a little squishy right now, especially on that last straight. Are there any plans? Can you do anything? Like, when people ask, like, oh, you should pack that more, is that a possibility? Can you even do that?
No. So what we're working with is cement floor with dirt about this thick. So once you compact all that in, the moisture kind of has nowhere to go. So we're working with really wet dirt to begin with, and it is what it is. It's only pretty much the finish line, so the rest of it, I mean, it'll ride in, as you said, throughout the weekend.
Run what you brung.
Yes, sir.